From Cascade, Tom Andrews.
Brought his laptop and a beer. I like
Oh boy. Thank you, Gary. I'm going to start out with a quick story about my high school senior. It was a quick story about my high school senior year of baseball. After every game, we'd have a team meeting on the left field line. Coach Rowing would talk about the game, go over situations, go over the game, go over situations, and then the schedule for the remainder of the week. Coach would be the only person to talk, always. This one occasion, he pulled a good one on me, and I don't know if you still remember this, but everyone got quiet, so Coach would talk on this one occasion. He said, so he could talk, he said, "Tom, how do you think this game went?" I was shocked that he asked me to say something. I paused, and before I could open my mouth, Coach said, "Thanks, that was great." Everyone on the team started laughing. Truly, I was glad that he didn't let me say anything, because God knows what it came out of my mouth. Anyway, I can just imagine him right now coming up here, grabbing the mic, about to give a speech. Just kidding. I want to be up here. I want to share with you my baseball story and everyone that helped me along the way. First, I want to thank the Dubuque Baseball Hall of Fame and board and everyone that came out tonight to help me celebrate. Congratulations to the other nominees. They're very well deserved. Second, I want to thank my parents who never missed one of my games. Whether it was football, baseball, track, or wrestling, they were always there supporting me. My parents taught me to be a good person, to work hard, to be a team player, and to never give up. They were always encouraging and never put pressure on me. They would always remind me that it was just a game. I was playing just a game to have fun, and that the sun would always come up the next day if something didn't go my way. Mom, thank you for taking me on my practices and games. Thank you for fixing my ripped pants. Usually 3 or 4 times a summer. My knees, my butt would rip out. That's great. Thank you for cleaning my jersey, sometimes every night of the week. Dad, thank you for always pushing me to work harder, for getting me up in the morning to work out, even when I didn't have the greatest attitude. Thank you for motivating me and my brothers to hit rocks. When I would tell my dad I was in a slump, the first thing they would say, "When's the last time you hit rocks?" I usually ended up in the driveway hitting rocks the next day. My brothers and I hit rocks so much that each of us would ride through 2 or 3 broomsticks a summer. We'd modify the broomsticks by cutting it down to proper length, and then cutting grooves in the wood so we could get a better grip on the back on the broomstick. At night, we'd go camping. We'd play 16 softball. My uncle Curly Stahl was always the all-time pitcher. He always told us that there wasn't a home run fence, so we had to run around the bases to get one. At the time, I didn't realize how much hitting rocks and playing 16 softball would improve my bat speed and power. Next, I want to thank my coaches. My first coach was Chuck Noonan, and he coached my Fillmore T-ball team. It consisted of a bunch of farm boys. Who were typical to wear blue jeans to games. I lived 7 miles out in the country between Cascade and Monticello, close to the Dubuque River. Now you're wondering why I played for Fillmore when I lived on the other side of Cascade? Me and all my cousins played for Fillmore because my godfather and uncle Big Eddie Stahl was a Little League coach. We were part of the Cascade Little League team, our Little League, and when in 6th grade we won the regular season championship. When I was in 4th grade, I started playing for the Cascade All-Star team. Our coach was Paul Kerr. Paul was our coach all the way up to the high school ball. Paul was inducted in the Dubuque County Hall of Fame in 1998. He's here today. During practice, Paul would always wear a shirt with a big target on it. Whether it's red or green, there's a big old target on it. He would dare us to hit him. He would always yell at me, "Are you better than me? Are you better than me?" I have so many stories about Paul. I won't even tell you that one. Paul taught us to compete and be confident. Thank you, Paul, for being my coach and having a huge impact on my baseball career. In high school, my coaches were Coach Rowling and Coach Weber. They were great. The knowledge those two coaches shared was second to none. We were always ready to go and knew exactly what to do with the ball in any situation. They made me a better baseball player. I was a decent hitter coming up through Little League and through my junior year of high school. I developed into a great hitter my senior year. And there's only one reason for that. And that was for Brian Trump. Every day, Trummer would pick me up from the feed store. He would push me. We would hit 300 to 400 swings before we would leave the Legion. I tried to leave the Legion a lot earlier than that. But he pushed me. He pushed me, he got me better. Thank you, Trummer, for being a good friend and always pushing me to be a better baseball player. After high school, I went on to I wrestled and played baseball at Loras College. Carl Tevon was my coach, and Randy Stewart was my wrestling coach. Both of those coaches had a huge impact on me. When I first started playing for the Reds, Loras Simon was the coach. We didn't usually see eye to eye sometimes. But he kept us very humble. Let's just keep it at that. Thank you for coaching, Loras. I know it took a lot of sacrifice and time. Next, I would like to thank my teammates. Without my teammates, I would have haven't received any of my awards. I was very fortunate to have such great teammates in my career. I was spoiled for my first 10 years playing with the Reds. We had a core group of guys that showed up to almost every single baseball game. We knew what the lineup was before we even would come to the park. And we knew what the lineup was going to be the next game. We came together to have one of the best baseball teams that the league has ever seen. We went 64-1 in 2004. 20 years ago. Crazy. That core included Clete, Geit, Marty, Jason, Micah, Roman, Dan, Trummer, and my brother Timmy. I was lucky enough to share this time with my brother. He made the ride even sweeter. Timmy kept me on my toes and never held anything back if I wasn't meeting his expectations. Timmy expected more from me. He motivated me to be better. Thank you, Timmy.
Woo! Woo!
I played wherever the coach needed me to play. That's where I played. My only goal was to be the best player on the field. If I was going to do that, I would have to outplay some of the greatest players in the league because I knew they were on my team. So when I played the hardest as I could. I abused my body, and I did whatever it took to get the win. I competed. When I first started playing for the Reds, they had me leading off or hitting down in the order. I moved up quickly, and soon I was hitting fifth. I hit fifth for 3 or 4 years, And that was fun because there was plenty of opportunities driving runs when Marty, Jason, and Roman were hitting in front of me. When I got on base, no one was in front of me. I stole second and third almost every single time. I was aggressive and always wanted to score more runs. Eventually, they moved me up to hit third in the lineup. I think the main reason this was done was so that I could get in front of Jason and Roman on the bases. Jason and Roman were unreal hitters, some of the greatest. But boy, they created some log jams. Thank you to all my fans, to my extended family that showed up to all my games, especially showing up to the Cascade tournament. Usually filling the entire bleachers up on the third base side. I brought my beer up here for one reason. My Grandma Andrews, I'm on toast.
Yes.
Grandma Andrews, one of my biggest fans. She rarely missed a home game and always was the first one at the ballpark. I'm not sure if she was that excited to watch the game or get there early enough so that she didn't have to pay. She was an awesome grandma and always bragged to her friends about me, Timmy, and Travis. She's always the loudest person at the ballpark. I want to thank my beautiful wife, Jenna. I met Jenna in 2010, and we were married in the winter of 2012. During that time, one of the reasons I fell in love with Jenna is because for her love of baseball. She has always supported me in my baseball career. Even after May was born, she continued to want me to play. Jenna would always bring May to the games. And when May got a little older, May would always come down to the dugout and tell me to hit a home run for her. It was more like a homer. I love playing in front of both Jenna and May. Now Jenna, May, Cal, and I live in Piaston, and now you can usually find us at the pool. In the future, I look forward to helping guide May and Cal in their softball and baseball career. Finally, my godmother and Aunt Ruth Owens told me that my grandpa Lord Stahl always wanted someone in the family to play for the Cascade Reds. Grandpa passed before he could see Timmy and I play for the Reds. But I know Grandpa would be proud because not only did he get a family member to play for the Reds, he now has one in the Hall of Fame.
Thank you, Tom. Chef Tom Andrews.